on this episode of The Legends of Storm's Eye.
One cannot be seen to cross the crumpled lady and get away with it.
Don't kill her.
Someone was killed.
Don't call me big.
Stay your blade, friend. Torture is not our way. I can come down and execute them in the morning.
I'm a very experienced lady.
Oh, believe me, I can tell.
Tell me, are you married?
Oh, yes, technically.
His sherry is dry, but not as dry as what he's doing to mine. Never you mind.
Welcome to Zarnia for Games and Geekery. This is Legends of Storm's Eye, our actual play D&D show. Whoops. Whoops. Thank you. Very nice whoops there, everyone. Good whooping. So, in our previous episode, it was revealed by Pycrust that the crumpled lady whom he had betrayed was Jasifa Mistwater. The team proceeded to Mistwater Manor to confront her, but when they arrived, they discovered that she was being arrested by the captain of the watch, Kinga Skerpgrepe, and some backup. They confronted Kinga, and a fight ensued, and during the fight, someone was killed. What seemed at first to be a constable, but when the disguise dropped, it was Silvertongue. Iggy, who was Silvertongue?
Silvertongue was one of Yegoriel's lieutenants, someone who had evil intentions and who happened to be my mother. Corrupted by the Book of Binding and Breaking, soul magic coursing through her veins, she became a thrall to Yegoriel.
You have all you've all now entered inside Mistwater Manor, where you're talking frankly with Jasifa Mistwater. You have captured Kinga and one of the other constables, and you have a body or two that she has said that she will dispose of for you. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. We also know that Legacy in particular is wanted in connection to the murders on the ferry. So, as you're gathered round in the sitting room, being served your crumpets and tea by various invisible servants and such, Jasifa Mistwater is sipping her tea. Well, I say, that was quite a story you all have. But what is our next move?
I personally would like a bit of a rest. I don't know about you all, but this has been quite emotionally and physically draining.
Quite indeed. It's not every day that I'm arrested.
Have you ever been arrested?
Oh, a lady doesn't talk about such things.
But do you have ways and means of getting things to places without people knowing?
Such implications? Of course I do. And I can conduct you to Port Dale if that is where you wish to be exported to. I also can put you up for the rest of the day and the night, perhaps, in one of my rooms. They are available to your convenience. However, if you need to do other business, you all know where to find me, don't you?
Indeed, we
We do.
We absolutely do.
Have you had any interaction with Pycrust?
Well, as we spoke about that, we concluded that he must come to me to make amends, and I will be lenient on him.
Okay. Thanks.
But he must come to me. Otherwise, I will be forced to make an example of him. One cannot be seen to cross the crumpled lady and get away with it, after all.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are we all happy to rest a bit here before we make a move tomorrow? And if so, where do we want to go?
Oh, the watch are coming here. They're going to wonder where their friends are.
I can assure you that everyone on the neighboring streets will assure them that none of the watch arrived.
Okay. Lady Jessica, can I ask you a favor?
Yes?
And I point. This was my mother. And I would like her to have a proper dwarven burial. Can you get her to come to my pa?
My dear, I am so sorry for you and your loss. It is quite a thing to lose a parent. I will do whatever I can to comport her with the dignity that is proper a dwarf.
I think that means yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I go up to the body, take the blanket. I'm assuming there's a blanket on her. I take off the mask. Well, I think I took it off before. And I take off my little Iggy helmet and I leave it on her chest and then cover her, and I go somewhere to write a note to my father saying, I will come back to say goodbye. They weren't all stories, Pa. Please send her off with dignity. Hugs and kisses, Iggy.
All right, so you're all wanting to take a rest here in Mistwater Manor.
Yes.
All right.
Did we determine what to do with the prisoners?
Do we have all the information that we need out of them, first of all?
I don't think King is going to be forthcoming with what she knows.
I am more than happy to arrange a burial at sea, if you will.
Oh. Sure.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
I mean, guys, these are people. I mean, Kinga was a real B word when we were growing up, but I don't think she deserves to be swimming with the fishes.
I think
Oh,
she
honey,
was.
it's not a matter of deserve. It's purely a matter of convenience. I'm not about justice and working out what's right or wrong, merely what is expeditious.
Well, unfortunately, I am slightly more attuned to what is right and wrong. I'm not sure we can entirely justify a summary field execution.
Well, she was collecting up Gutterkin to sending them to a ship to just give their souls away.
That's a good point. I go and get my sword.
Whoa, shall we just slow down with
Brief debate.
It would be great if, we didn't have to see you murder someone and deal with the body. The nice thing about the burial at sea is that we don't have to deal with any of that. So, thank you, milady.
Yeah, I personally think that we can't let her go. She's clearly high up in power with the Obsidian Ring, and owes us no allegiance, and I don't think will care that we saved her life in the future. So
She doesn't have any hostage power, does she? Like, we can't hold her as leverage.
I don't really want to keep her with us. She's,
Her parents come over for dinner to my place sometimes.
That
And
is
her
not
baby
right.
sister is really nice.
well, they should be ashamed that they raised such a horrible woman.
exactly.
What am I supposed to tell them next time at
You're not-
dinner? That I threw their daughter into the fishes?
You tell them
You
nothing.
can tell them that. You can
That's
definitely
a
tell
big
them
lie
that
to
you did.
keep from them.
You can tell them that you definitely didn't throw them because someone else did.
But I
That
knew
would be a
about it. This is a grey area, guys. This is a grey area. Where is she?
I believe in the cellar.
In the cellar. Okay. I need to talk to her. Can someone come as backup?
I will come.
Okay.
No, okay, but please, no matter what happens, don't kill her just yet.
I'm not certain I can promise that,
Of course, he can't promise that.
but
Have you met him?
I will
Lady
stay my
Jasper.
sword for a while.
While they go and chat to Kinga, do you have any alcoholic beverages that I can just chill here?
Let me pour you something.
Thank you.
And she gets up to her cabinet and opens up, and you just see like the primo sherries, the exotic ports, the liqueurs from all across Storm's Eye. And
Great. Guys, I'm happy here. You do what you do. I'll be on board with whatever's decided. Thanks.
A strong
Thrastock
voice for
and I
justice, I say.
go down to the cellar.
all right, the rest of you can find rooms if you would like, or do other things. Meanwhile, down in the cellar, right where you left them, Kinga and the other constable.
I take out my dagger, the one I used to cut her ear off.
Oh gosh, I forgot about that.
You can't be a bully to me now, Kinga. Are you awake? And I poke her.
Well, little piggy.
Don't call me piggy.
Why not?
I'll cut your other ear off.
Look at what you've become, eh? Think you're a big shot now.
What
Eh?
I've become. What I've become. Your family were respectable people. They've eaten roasts at my father's table, and here you are sending people for their soul sacrifice. You were such a B word. You were such a fat B word that you always teased me, and you gave your sister a hard time, and here you are telling me I've become something.
I'm not going around cutting people's ears off.
I point to Thrastock. He's ready to cut more than your ear off. Why, Kinga?
Why what?
Why have you been doing this? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with me.
You grew up in Crum with us.
What? I clean up the streets a little bit. I make a little bit of extra money.
You did it. You sent people to sacrifice their souls for money.
I don't know what happens to them. I just know streets are cleaner, my job's easier, and I've got a little bit of extra gold in my bank account.
I think she's telling the truth.
Roll your insight.
Iggy's just drunk with power.
Nervous truckle, nervous truckle.
Ooh, I rolled a 3.
Maybe.
What would your parents think when they find out what you've done?
How are they going to find out what I've done? What's going to happen is that you two are going to kill me, drop me somewhere in the water, and no one will ever know. I'll just be another dead body.
And you're okay with being a dead body?
No, I'm not okay with being a dead body. I don't want to be a dead body, you idiot. Yo. You're not the brightest.
I put the dagger underneath her second ear and I give it a little cut. You forget your place.
Roll your intimidation with advantage.
13.
13. She like sneers down at you and like, you think I don't know what someone who's scared looks like, Iggy?
I just slice a little bit more.
Stay your blade, friend. Torture is not our way. I can come down and execute them in the morning, or not. But cutting pieces off of her is a dark path that we should not go down.
But it feels so good, Thrastock.
That's precisely why you should not do it.
You're right. It's not what a hero does. I've been tempted by the
Still
dark
calling
side.
yourself a hero, eh? Running around with your underwear over your eyes.
It's a lappy, not my underwear. And I've got a cool mask now. Speaking of which, what do you know about my mother? You knew who Silver Tongue was. You were working with her this whole time.
You don't have a mother, Iggy. Never did. What, you think that silver dwarf was your mother? Yeah. You don't know.
This is very difficult.
This kid is stupid.
Very difficult. Who was Silver Tongue?
Silver Tongue was part of the Obsidian Ring. Give me some orders, I would carry them out, make sure that they had a supply of, trash off the streets. That's about it. She always made sure she paid on time. I thought your mother was meant to be a comics book hero.
Turns out she was the comic book villain. But that's not the point. The point is you worked with her. You knew her.
I think you've swapped one set of crazy ideas for another set of crazy ideas. That's what I think.
I want to pull Iggy aside.
Okay. I was going to...
Iggy, I don't think you're going to get good answers out of her. All she's trying to do is feed you lies and make you feel worse about this entire thing. I think we should just go back up in the morning. I'll wake up hour before dawn, pray, fast, and then come down and do the executions. You don't need to be involved.
I think an execution's too easy for her.
That's not the point. Handing her over to the Lady Mistwater would also be easy for us, but it's not about doing what's easy. It's not also always about doing what we want.
Goodbye, Kinga. It was guck knowing you. And I walk out.
All right.
You had, before we leave, you had best think or reflect upon the state of your mortal souls. In the morning, I will wake up, I'll come down and I'll execute you at dawn. I suggest you give yourselves over to prayer and contemplation. Then I just leave the room without looking back.
All right. And in the rest of Mistwater Manor, Legacy, what are you up to?
I found a room and I've just kind of collapsed on a bed because it has been a day. It's been a crazy day. And I'm trying to just like gather my emotional energy because I know it's going to have to try and calm everyone down because everyone's kind of gone a bit crazy. So I'm resting up.
Jack?
I am having a drink with Glenda. So I'm feeling weirdly conflicted. I'm feeling pretty cool because I was a wolf for a while, but also very conflicted because the situation is quite scary. So I'm just calming my nerves.
And Makhanda, are you with them or are you with Garmin?
I am by the bar sharing a drink with Lady Mistwater. Yes.
Wow, Makhanda, you are a hoot, a hoot.
Wow.
I have never met many people from Redries before. You are quite charming. Isn't he just so charming, isn't he?
Thank you so much, Lady Mistwater. I'm a man of the world, you know, in my travels recently. I've seen much and experienced much.
Oh,
much
I'm
like
a
yourself.
very experienced lady.
Oh, believe me, I can tell. Lady Mistwater, you know, this situation with Captain Kinga, I really believe there's an amicable solution that we can find. You seem to be a woman of some means.
I am very well connected and I do have a certain reputation.
Indeed. Perhaps instead of letting them swim with the fishes out at sea, you could find a prison, a holding cell to keep them in for some time, just so they stay out of our hair as we continue on our adventures.
I do see the point. However, I'm of the opinion that if you keep a loaded crossbow in a cupboard, someone else may lay hands on it.
You don't seem like the type of woman who's scared of a little crossbow.
Glenda and I are overhearing
Yeah.
and just downing the sherry, eyes wide.
Yeah, I've been like comforting you because I can see that you're needing like a motherly touch whilst also training you about the different forms of sherry, but like just both of us just getting
More and more
awkwardly sick.
Man's got needs. A man's got needs.
My God, like this sherry is dry, but not as dry as what he's doing to mine. Never you mind.
and just knock it back. Who are these people?
That's why I went to bed.
I never you mind.
On the other hand, sometimes there is call to be having a loaded crossbow. If I could in some way get some leverage against Kinga to ensure her compliance and her silence, because I am fully supportive of her facing justice for her corruption. On the other hand, sometimes it's also handy to have a corrupt officer who owes you their life.
Indeed.
But I need to have some means of controlling her, making sure that should she step out of place, I can put her back in that place.
Lady Mistwater, we defer to your ultimate wisdom. If you feel there's more collateral that you'd need, then do what you feel is best.
If you find compelling evidence against her that can be used, presented to the magistrates, irrefutable evidence of her collusion with the Obsidian Ring, then either she would have to be imprisoned or an act of mercy would put her in our pockets. If we have her in our pockets, I believe she is driven slowly by greed and avarice, so I do not think she would risk that.
I call out from the couch. Maybe let's wait and see what Thrastock and Iggy have to say, seeing as they're down there speaking to her. Maybe they've got some more information rather than deferring to Lady Mistwater.
Fair point. but I'm happy to defer to Lady Mistwater all night long. If that's
Oh,
what you
knock another sherry.
Oh, Makhanda, you are a hoot. Tell me, are you married?
Oh, yes, technically. Very long time ago, though. And my son is a vampire, so.
Well, that is quite a story. I've heard of the vampires of Redrees. Tell me, is Lord Orogoth as sensual as they say?
Oh, the most sensual. One of his many nicknames is Orogoth the Sensual. Very powerful.
I wonder how he got that nickname.
Oh, I have no idea.
Can we enter at this point?
Yeah,
Please.
you'll enter at this point.
You come in, and it's just the two of us are just like,
Two grim-faced
What?
looking dwarfs come in. It's like, Roof Mistress, greetings and peace upon your house. Out of respect to your home, I had thought to tell you that we have thought it is meet that the prisoners die at dawn, but we wish to discuss that with you before spilling blood under your roof. Speaking in a more formal register as a dwarf paladin discussing an execution.
Well, why don't you just have a drink with us and relax a little? And then we can sort out the question. Makhanda here was just proposing, perhaps, that you get some dirt on Kinga and she can be of use. Might be handy to have her under our thumb. Get
There
the
is
evidence of her collusion with the obsidian ring, and then we can proceed further.
That would be great.
The
Then she can live with it.
I dislike the idea of keeping a
Yep.
corrupt officer of the law in their position.
It's
even
like
if
having
they
a
are
loaded
useful.
crossbow in your cupboard.
Wow, that's
It's
incredible.
like allowing a poisonous snake to live
Yeah.
among children.
and where would she stay up until this point? Just downstairs in the basement, or are we just letting her go?
Well, Lady Mistwater, I'm sure, will have access to various facilities where we could keep her. Look, I mean, killing her gains us nothing.
Killing her is the right thing to do.
It removes her from the equation.
It certainly does, but I would have thought you, of all people, Thrastock, being a man of honor, would have felt that perhaps we should investigate more just means.
As a dwarf of honor, I would happily see her committed to jail for the rest of her life for the crimes she's done or dealt with according to the law. But it is clear that the law has become corrupt here. We cannot see that she gets a just sentence according to the law. Therefore, the only justice I see is the justice of the blade.
And think how many children she has killed. As someone who is trying to save their son, she did not care at all when she let these children have their souls removed from their bodies.
The
Those are
lady
my
has the right of it.
family. That is my family, Makhanda.
I am not saying she's a saint. All I'm saying is, let he who is without sin cast the first sacred flame, okay? I'm not going to be the person to try and condemn her to death just because I feel it is right to do so.
Wait, you have never stood up for anyone like this before. Is there something, do you know her?
I absolutely do not know her. No, this isn't like the last time when I lied about that whole thing. We had a thing. It's not that.
I just don't think we can trust her.
If your concern is with justice, perhaps she is the loose thread you can tug on to unravel the whole mess of it.
Perhaps we can use
Legacy
her.
gets an idea and he comes downstairs from his room.
Greetings, Legacy.
Yeah.
We were discussing whether the prisoners should die at dawn.
So I know when I left, that was the big decision. I have a thought about how we could potentially use her. Oh, we're all okay with keeping her alive, right? We've all agreed.
Well, I don't know.
I was
Everyone
planning on
is
executing her at
debating.
first
I'm
light.
kind of
I
with
stand their
Thrastock.
ear.
We
I'm
can
with
discuss
Thrastock.
this.
Can I try one thing before you go and stab her to death?
I was going to cut her head off, not stab her to death. But
Whoa.
yes.
Okay, so I go down to the cellar.
Does anyone go with
I'll
Legacy?
trail along.
I want to go, yeah, I'd like
I'll
to
go
go
as
along.
well. You're not talking to her without Iggy there.
Okay.
I stay with Lady
Jagger.
Mistwater.
Okay, I'm going down.
I want to find out if she knows about Ugoriel. I'm going down.
All right, so the rest of you have gathered now around Kinga. All right, you brought the party then. eh?
Yeah. Hi, Kinga. How's it going?
Needed some backup, eh?
No.
Don't worry about him. I've got something I want to talk to you about. What happens when someone betrays the obsidian ring? What happens to that person?
Yeah. What happens?
Iggy.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Iggy.
Iggy, I think it's for all of our best
What
interests.
happens? What happens to people? What did the Obsidian Ring do to people who have betrayed them?
No one betrays the obsidian ring
Okay, why not?
because then you die.
Right. And I'm guessing that death would not be a simple beheading. I'm sure there's a little bit of pain and
Soul removal.
torture and soul removal involved. Not a fun time is the point I'm getting to, right?
One time, one of them came back, someone who'd messed up,
Yeah.
and they weren't them anymore. It was like someone else behind their eyes.
Who was it?
One of my constables.
So here's what I'm proposing. You can help us, or we can go to the Obsidian Ring through various channels, through Lady Mistwater upstairs, and let them know that you've actually sided with us, and that you've betrayed them. So you can either help us, or you can sit here and be released tomorrow morning. We'll let you go, but the Obsidian Ring will think that you have betrayed them, and that's why you've been released.
Yeah. Remember,
So-
Hetty and I were good friends in high school, and she'll remember we were nice to each other, and you were always the B word. And now you've decided to help your sister because I was friends with her.
What do you think the Obsidian Ring is going to think when you suddenly walk out free? They're going to think, wait a second, they should have killed her, and yet here you are.
Should have.
They're going to think that you've made a deal and that you've betrayed them.
Roll
So
your
it's in
persuasion
your-
with advantage.
Roll what?
Persuasion with advantage.
22.
Ah.
I've got a lot of persuasion.
Yeah, jeepers.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying? You can either help us, or we can tell them that you are helping us anyway, and we will let you go without any protection.
So you'll think you can protect me.
Well, we could do a lot more than you can by yourself out in the streets. That's for sure.
They own this town.
They don't own Lady Mistwater, though. She's still the only person that could possibly protect you. The only hope you have is right here. If you go out in the streets, that horrible thing that happened to the constable will happen to you, and because you're higher up, I think it's going to be even worse.
So bad.
We could also paint the picture that you were the one who killed Silvertongue.
Wouldn't be hard to do at all.
No.
Okay. What do you want from me?
All the information you have about the Obsidian Ring, how they work, and what we can do to get to
Ugoriel.
Ugoriel.
I've kept a logbook as insurance. It's in the watch house in the evidence room.
How do we get to that?
I've been to the watch house many times. I know it. I know the waiting room. I know the officers. I've had to do many a report back at the watch house when Night was on the prowl.
He also knows the drunk tank. Put him in there just to amuse myself a couple of times.
And then she forgot me for a few days.
Wow,
I didn't
you really
forget.
are not a nice one.
Yeah, you're a bully.
Yeah.
Ah, B word.
Thank you.
Wow, Iggy. Can you sneak in there and get the...
Oh, yeah. I'm on my way around there like the back of my hand. Oh, what the hell's that?
But it's back on Crumb.
You know, it's in Samat.
Night acted in Samat.
Okay. Well, I think we need to go speak to Lady Mistwater and see what she can do. I feel that...
How do you know how we could get to Ugoriel?
Who's Ugoriel?
I think it might be above her pay grade.
You didn't even know who he is. You're
You
just a
don't.
minion. A lowly foot soldier.
I'm
you
the
telling
king of Samat.
And you've never heard of Ugoriel. I'm watching her closely for her reaction. 18 on my insight.
She legitimately does not recognize that name.
Interesting.
Are you saying you are literally just doing this for money and fame and just a sense of a power trip.
Yeah, what else is there?
Okay.
Evil comes with many motives.
Yep.
And
But
dumb
only one
does
ending.
as dumb does.
I say,
Wow.
looking at my sword.
Who is this constable without their soul behind their eyes?
Caleb.
And where is he?
I try to keep him away from me. He gives me the creeps. But yeah, he's in the watch.
What are you thinking, Iggy? We get Caleb's soul back somehow? Or?
No,
Just talk to him, see what happened.
Yeah.
So wait, so are you saying when they get their souls removed, they just come back different, or they come back vegetative?
They come back sort of creepy. Like it's not them. They're walking around, they're talking, but it's not them. They don't remember things that they're meant to remember. It's like someone else is pretending to be them.
I don't think this sounds too bad. We should actually maybe get some of her soul removed.
I don't think it's some of her soul. I think they just replace the
A
soul.
soul with a soul.
Yeah. They become a vessel
For another
something
one's
more.
soul. For Guttican soul.
Something else.
Piker said that they were making an army
To become a soldier.
with the
A
souls.
soldier.
Yeah.
What a night.
Okay, so you're going to let me go now, right?
One day.
No, we
one
can't
day
let you
for
go.
them.
If we let you go,
I mean, you can let me go.
no, if we let you go, then you're going to go back and try and get favor with Obsidian Ring again. And if we let you go, they'll, like I said, they're going to think that you betrayed them. Because why would you be released otherwise? They're going to know that you helped us, and that's why we released you. So
We'll keep you alive, but we're not letting you go.
it's in your best interest to stay here, and of course, it's in our best interest to make sure that you're under lock and key. So
That's very kind of you.
yeah, I'm a kind guy.
Kind of an asshole guy.
Yeah,
Should we maybe
the kind of
remove
asshole that
her
just got all the information he needed.
hands
Boo! Sorry.
so that she's not a loaded crossbow?
You want to remove her
You want to cut her
hands.
hands off?
Or so that she's a bit useless but alive?
No, I mean,
That sounds...
no one here has medical. We can't just chop her hands off and leave her in here.
Makhanda can learn anything.
Makhanda's busy.
Yeah, Makhanda
Makhanda's
is
busy.
very preoccupied.
I turned to her companion, the other prisoner.
Yeah. Oh,
And what have you? Have you been giving thought to your immortal soul? You're still scheduled for execution.
yes, I would like to beg for atonement, and also I'm very sorry for the things I've done. I was just following orders. I had no idea that people were being paid extra for this. I just thought, oh, we're going to arrest someone? That's a big deal.
Oh.
Insight. Been 18 again.
Okay. This person knew that something shady was going on. There's definitely guilt there, but they are not outright lying. They are putting the best spin on what they've chosen to believe.
Your guilt is written upon your face. You knew that something was wrong.
Do you have children?
Yes.
Oh.
Did you know that you were sending children to die?
It's just
If we release you, I would like you, every time you look at your child or children, to remember the many children you have facilitated to die.
Facilitated.
they were just
You.
taking them to a ship, moving them to a different island. They were just relocating them.
I shake my head very grimly.
We all do.
And he looks over at Kinga like they were
Execution
just
at dawn.
relocating them. They were just relocating them.
You'd best get to praying. And I stride out of the room.
As everyone leaves the room, Iggy frisks both of them with Mage Hand to see if there's any documents or anything on them that we might have missed.
You find their watch badges. You find a set of keys on Kinga, and you find 4 gold in various notes.
Cool.
Skyhaven banknotes.
As everyone leaves, just before I leave the room, I turn to them and I say, "Thank you, Ginga. I believe you've told us everything we need to know. We don't have any more use for you. You're useless. You'll see Thrastock tomorrow morning. Goodbye." And I leave.
Damn. All right.
That's cold.
You all have been pretty exhausted. Are you going to take the opportunity to rest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. As you head back up, you see the door to the study is closed.
Oh my.
Anyway, that's wow. You are a
But you managed to find your way to various empty rooms. They're quite dusty, but presentable and usable. All right.
Before he goes to sleep, he's going to read his letter.
All right. So Iggy, it's kind of coming to the evening. The sun's going down. There's some light drifting through the dust in the room that you're in. You've made sure that the door is closed, and you unfold the letter that Irene gave you from your mother.
Takes out his cell phone. Should I read it out loud?
Well, we're not in the room with you, so.
Yeah, but for you viewers at home,
Yeah, read it out loud.
Yeah, I think read it out loud.
your father tore up this letter the first time I wrote it. That doesn't matter. We made a deal and he'll forget everything I said. So it's for the best that the details aren't written down anywhere he can find them. I don't care about you. I don't care about him. I know that sounds harsh, but it's the truth and I don't care. But I'm not leaving because I don't care. I am leaving because I want to care. Regret is an absence. A regret is a hole, and that hole is the shape of my love for you. Of all the things I lost, that is the one I must have back. Everything else can burn, and probably will burn. I spent my soul for gold and glory, and now I have it peel away everything, revealing lead beneath the shine. I will get it back. I must. Don't make the same mistake I made, Iggy. Don't try to be a hero. Just try to be good. Your mother. I'll get it back for you, Mom. One way or the other. And he goes to sleep.
Okay. Shall we jump to the end of the long rest, or is there anything that anyone wants to do during the long rest?
I think Makhanda's doing enough during his
Yeah, exactly.
Gloss over that.
All right. So during this long rest, you are all reaching level 5 now. Level 5.
Yeah, boy.
level up.
Your Zell also is into it.
All the so all the levels, your sheets have been prepared, but the thing we're going to roll is the hit dice that you're going to add to your health. So we're going to start with Thrastock.
Paladin D10. Plus con modifier.
Come on, big money.
Man, roll a 3.
3.
So you get 6.
Okay, so 3 plus con. All right, Legacy, you've got a D10?
A D10 and
God.
What?
No, he's a D8.
Oh, D8.
D8. And what do I add to it?
Your Constitution modifier.
0. Got roll 6. So added 6.
Cool. So add your 6 to your health.
Okay, I'm D8 plus 2. 5. So I got a 3.
Nice. All right.
D8
Makhanda?
plus 2. Oh, 5.
Whoa.
45.
All right. And Glenda?
D8 plus 2.
Are you a D? Are you not a D10?
No, fighters and paladins are D10.
Oh.
Yeah,
I'm not a fighter as a monk.
you're a monk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah.
I got my 1 plus 2.
Okay.
So 38.
Okay. 1d8 plus 3. Oh, also a 1.
That's so lame.
That was.
So I'm
Can't we
on
do another roll?
48 hit points.
How many hit points you have?
I'm on
right now,
38.
58.
I'm like the most
58.
useless
What are
fighter.
you?
You're just fragile.
I'm so old.
You can punch people really hard.
Makhanda, what's
So
your hit
old.
points?
45.
Glenda? What's your hit points?
38.
You're
I'm on 48.
And you?
39. As a 20-year-old man, I am 1 point more than the...
As a 28-year-old boy,
28-year-old soft singing man.
Average is like
a
isn't
gentle
like
child.
5.
All right.
Cool, that's
So
good to
you
know.
all have access to other spells, which during your long rest you would have taken time to prepare, get ready. You have access to your abilities. You've all you're all leveled up.
Cool.
Spectacular.
Hey.
All right, ready for the increase in challenges.
Yes.
All right. As the dawn
Should we? No,
Yep.
carry on.
as the dawn begins to
I wake an hour before dawn for
you
fasting and prayer, prayer, to contemplate what I'm about to do, and then go down about
Alright.
5 minutes before the sun rises.
Yeah, and Makhanda and Lady Mistwater have no idea that now she's going to die.
Mistwater?
What's it?
Well, you made a deal with Lady Mistwater to
Oh, yes, that's true.
protect her and save her, and then you went to have your time,
Yeah, that's correct.
while the rest of us decided that Kinga's going to die anyway.
Oh, is that what you all decided? Oh, I thought you made a deal with Kinga to get the evidence.
Well, them decided.
So Iggy for the first time in his life probably gets up early because he knows Thrastock will be up early. And he gets up just in time to see Thrastock going down to the cellar. Thrastock,
Yes,
what have you decided?
I believe we'd come to the conclusion that while we need to keep Kingar alive for information and to be used, the other one has no redeeming qualities and must be executed.
The other one has kids.
That was how I interpreted our last conversation. People didn't seem to be concentrating very hard, but I was paying close attention.
At this point, Makhanda walks past with a cup of coffee, no clothes on.
Makhanda, are you joining us for the execution?
Oh, not at all, gentlemen. Have fun. And I keep going. Continue.
Oh, so you're happy for her to be executed now?
I missed that part.
He just asked if you're
Sorry,
joining
wait,
for
what? What is that?
The execution.
What execution?
Well, Kingar, of course, is to be used as part of the ongoing battle, and we can gain information. But the other one has no redeeming qualities and is not needed, so I'm going to go and execute them now.
Well, I didn't think.
Whoa. Did you speak to the others about this?
We had a whole
Put my
discussion in
robe
the
on.
cellar last night, and then we talked to the people, and we made the decision by Kingar, and then the other person, we asked them if they knew about the children, and they, with the guilt written on their face, claimed they didn't really know, but were clearly lying. So that means we need to execute them now. I don't
Well,
see
no,
any point. Why are we not
I gave them the
executing
punishment of going and looking at their children and thinking of all their dead ones. They have to be alive to do that.
No,
That's not great punishment.
that's a terrible punishment. Go on, your children. Is that a
Also,
punishment?
you all aren't there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not
Thrastock and Iggy.
Yeah.
We're
true.
asleep.
And
And
Makhanda,
Makhanda.
yes, drinking his coffee.
Right.
So yes, I'm going to go and execute the other prisoner.
Okay, I'm just checking everyone's fine with it. We're gonna just...
My impression from the conversation was people were fine with it. If they've got a problem, they should have said something more clearly. They were very vague and abstract, but the sun is rising in 3 minutes, so if you want to get them, you can get them, but I'm going down to the cellar now.
Yeah, I'm doing Pilates in my stretchers upstairs.
All right, look, I had a great night last night, and this is harshing my mellows. You guys do whatever you feel you need to do. I am going to continue on my business. All right.
All right, let's be about our task, I say, and lead the way to the cellars.
I follow dutifully like a.
All right. You step down into the dimly lit cellars, the racks of wine and the barrels as they were before. The cold air down here smells a bit dry but cool. You know, the decay of the rest of the Mistwater Manor is not so apparent down here. Almost as though she cares a little bit more about her wine collection than the rest of her house, or perhaps the rest of her house is part of her mask and performance as an eccentric lady, whereas down here, real business is conducted. You go to the alcove, the small side room, where Kinga and the constable were left last night, and you find them there.
Have you prayed? I say to the constable.
The constable immediately starts crying. And he goes, you don't have to do this. You really don't have to do this. It's just
Blindfold?
no.
Okay.
Come on. No, please.
Tie their
Please have
hands and,
mercy.
like,
Please.
And lead them out of the cellar. I mean, the backyard will do.
There's a backyard.
Yeah, you're just dragging him by like, yeah, he's not.
Stop
He's-
crying. Try and have some dignity.
What? I don't want. What good is dignity? I don't want any dignity. I
The
just
children
want.
wanted
I
their
just want to
dignity,
live. I've
but
got
you took
things.
it from them.
Okay, can I hear this and come down to see what the commotion is all about?
All right.
I have my magical longsword over my shoulder. I've got the prisoner and I'm leading them out the back door.
Thrastock, what are you doing?
I'm executing the prisoner. Remember, we need the other one, but we don't need this one, and they were lying anyway, so I think it's time for the execution.
Why? But why should we be executing them?
What else would we do with them?
We're going to keep him here with Kinga until
Yes.
we figure out
Yes.
what's up.
Keep me with Kinga. Yeah. Keep me.
Kinga, we need Kinga for the information, right?
Yes.
This one hasn't given us any information.
I
And this
opened-
one was participating in these atrocities.
I open the window from upstairs. Guys, sorry, I know you're in the middle of an execution. Would you mind moving it to the other side of the yard? Mine and Lady Mistwater's rooms are right here, so we're seeing the whole thing. It's killing
of course,
the vibe.
fair enough. Quite,
Okay.
quite entirely.
All right, continue.
I'm very disturbed by everything that's going on right now. I'm still asleep, but the real Terrence is just very disturbed by the story. That's why I point that out.
Okay.
All right.
Look, I mean, no one has articulated to me why we keep the prisoner alive. Everyone just wants to pawn this off on someone else. They want to let Lady Mistwater do some kind of drowning people in the harbor. But everyone's been trying to avoid this very pointy, very distinct problem of why don't we just execute this person?
Because I don't think that what this person has done, what he knowingly knew what was happening, is worth a death.
That's right. That's true.
And when we let them go and the obsidian ring snap them up again,
We are not letting them
so
go.
we're going to keep them in Lady Mistwater's cellar forever. We were just fobbing the problem off to a distant future.
Didn't you drown 2 people in the underwater?
Yeah, but they were trying to kill me.
They
They
weren't
were
doing
escaping
anything
on
to
a
you at the
cage.
time, actually.
It's true. All right, do what
Look,
you will.
I'm a paladin of vengeance. I've sworn vengeance against the evil. And this person is clearly evil. And I lead them around the corner. Please,
Mr.
Neil.
Thrastock, as you're preparing, what
Yes.
there's a difference between doing evil and being evil, no?
Such as?
Well, being evil means what you do, when you do evil things, you do them because you know they're evil. And otherwise, or doing evil things when you don't know they're evil, or when you're told to do them under some form of duress. Is that evil?
This constable is not jurist. He clearly knew that what was happening was wrong.
I didn't.
I mean,
You're lying.
What?
Don't let the last thing in your mouth be a lie. Do you have any last words that are true?
Why don't we rather cut his hands off? So that he can't.
Listen, if you don't
Sounds just
mind, we're not
useless but
torturing
alive.
people, we're not cutting bits off people. I'm just going to try and make this as quick and easy as possible. Sir, I'll do
Okay.
it on 3, okay?
This is not a hill I'm willing to die on. Do what you will. I'm going back inside.
Okay, I
I'm
tell
off.
him I'll do it on 3, and then I count 1, and then I cut his head off.
oh, you did it.
Yes,
The body.
I swore an oath of vengeance. People seem to be confused. They get surprised. Oh, engage in acts of vengeance against evil beings.
Oh, damn.
The body crumples and falls. And in the cold, still air, steam rises from the stump of the neck and the blood that had spurted across the grass of the yard. The head is rolled a little bit away, an expression of surprise and confusion on the face. Very clearly dead.
May you do better in the next life than you did in this one. Take the body back and leave it there with King.
Where
Wait,
in the
you took it in
lounge?
the cell. You put it in the
Taking
cell.
it
In
back
the
to the
cellar.
cellar.
Take the body. Where else are we going to stash the
You
body?
put the body in
I'm
the
carrying
cellar.
the head behind him. And then plonk down the head next to the body. Look at Kinga. What is her reaction?
Kinga looks very disturbed and freaked out by this.
Your judgment is delayed because there's use for you. I say to her briefly. And then I leave her to stew on that.
Yeah.
And I point to her. That's going to be you next time. I walk out and I run up to Thrastock and I, Thrastock, wait.
Yes.
What did that feel like?
Unnecessary. Unfortunate, but necessary.
Because we've been on a lot of adventures now, and I've read about it in the comic books, and when you see the good guys killing the bad guys in the comic books, you're like, yeah. But it's different when you do it. I mean, that guy on the boat.
Yes.
It was a guy. It was a person with. He talked and he was aware, like he looked at us and he had reasons for doing the things he was doing, and I shot him.
Yes.
In the back.
His whole life culminated in dying at your hands.
But I took someone's dreams away. I took someone's reasons away. I took someone's. It's one thing when you're killing a monster, but it's another when they talk to you.
Yes. That's why you must never lose sight of why you're doing what you do.
But Mr. Thrastock, I kind of liked it.
You should control that. You should really try and control that impulse. Enjoying killing people is not a good path to go on. It's a tricky one. As a paladin of vengeance, I'm sworn to vengeance because evil requires a swift and sudden rebuke. You cannot allow it to fester. Or look at what happened with the Book of Binding and Breaking. Perhaps a bit more smiting, a bit more executing early on, and we wouldn't have to deal with that. Look at Ugoriel. If someone had checked him early on, perhaps this would have been avoided. But when you come to embrace it as a pleasant activity, that is a dark path, friend. That's a dark path.
Yeah, and a hero doesn't go down a dark path.
Well, heroes have to go to dark places, but they're trying not to let the darkness seep into them. Anyway, I need to go and clean my sword.
Legacy comes down. Hey guys, I just had a really cool idea that we can use the constable for part of like a great strategy.
Does this require him to be alive?
Yeah.
I had some unfortunate news for you then.
What?
He is not alive.
I show him my bloody hands. I carried his head down
What
to the
did you
cellar.
do?
I executed him.
Wait, what? We didn't say we're going to execute him.
We
We
didn't
had
say
a
we
long
weren't gonna
discussion in the
execute him.
cellars, and what I came to my understanding at the end of that conversation was we need Kingar as part of these stratagems and wiles, which you have very impressive stratagems, and I'm impressed with them. But the other person was clearly involved. They clearly knew bad things were going on, and we can't keep them. We could try and fob it off on Lady Mistwater, but there's been a lot too much fobbing off in this
No one
episode.
likes a fobber.
And as a result,
Glenda's sitting in the corner with a mimosa going like,
Glenda,
our team's good. Yeah.
Thrastock, could you stop
Bucketeers.
smiting people and things?
I didn't smite him. I
Yeah, I
executed
walked
him.
out, I wake
There's
up,
no smiting
morning.
Thrastock killed the dude!
Yes.
Executed?
Yeah,
The-
he said he was going to do that.
we did.
We killed the other guys before. This one just happened to be a prisoner. So what's the difference?
He had a use.
What was his use?
You did not articulate that last night.
Well, I didn't think of it
King
until
was
this
one of
morning.
those-
Legacy, what they're doing is really messed up. That could have been me. They could have put me on one of those boats.
Okay, I'm on your side. Right? So I'm just saying.
I think the less of these people, the better. So thank you.
I think we had
Thrastock.
an inside
Fist
track.
bump you.
I think we had a potential insider into the Obsidian Ring, which
We've
you
got-
now just got rid of.
No, we've got Kinga.
We told Kinga that we won't let her go because she's not safe there. We had a potential.
Yeah, but we're going to go and get her logbook.
I'm sorry, if you told me about this idea last night, I could have stayed my hand.
Well,
But
why must I
leaving the
think
man
of
to
all the
wait in the
ideas?
cellar-
I'm not the only person with a brain in this team.
I'm not very clever, to be honest.
Makhanda comes dancing down the stairs.
Oh, way.
Hey guys,
Oh.
what's going on? Legacy looking good. How you doing? Glenda, nice mimosa. Yeah.
Makhanda, how are you doing?
Like,
Good.
yeah, just
You
like
seem in
jealous.
fine spirits.
Whoa. How you?
The vibes seem intense, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're having some discussion about the fact that I executed one of the prisoners.
Jack?
Kill.
Yeah.
You're all currently just kind of at the back door. The Iggy and Thrastock have been like coming in from the yard, just kind of as they were stopped. You know, Glenda's at the table with the mimosa. But on the morning air, your heightened senses get a whiff of smoke.
Okay. Can anyone smell that? Is something burning?
Nope.
Did someone cook something?
Yeah, Makhanda's loins.
No. Okay.
You got that
Okay.
right.
That's horrifying. But really, can you smell something?
No.
I sniff hard.
All right. Now that you're kind of made aware of it, it is a little bit of a background smell of smoke from somewhere.
Is someone cooking something? Or?
I'm gonna
Check
ask.
for a fire.
Can I ask Miko? This cat, I guess animals are. Miko, can you smell that?
Meow.
Guys, there's definitely something burning. I don't know if it's coming from this house or if it's from outside.
What
It's
kind
coming
of
from
sm-
outside, definitely from the open door.
Is it like a wood smell? Is it an artificial smell?
Artificial smell. It doesn't smell like a general wood fire. Yeah.
Let's go outside and
Yeah, let's investigate.
Yeah.
Go and look.
Okay, can we go?
All right. You can see that there is a little bit of a haze in the sky coming from somewhere in the town of Samat. Unless you get up high, you're not going to be able to see where it is coming from.
Can I climb to the top of the house and take a look?
Yes, roll your acrobatics.
Yo, Glenda. That was quick.
23.
23.
Sure.
Yo, Glenda, that was quick. you clock the ivy and just scramble up onto the eaves, and now you look up. Mistwater Manor is kind of high on the slopes around the natural bay of Samat that Samat is built up around. And you can see that the smoke is coming from somewhere in the poorer section of Samat. Roughly around where you'd think Irene's place was.
Guys, there looks like there's a fire in what appears to be a poorer section of town. Jack, what direction would Irene's place be?
Yep.
Northeast. I don't
No,
know.
we don't use north and south and east. We use
Crush
current-wise, crush side. Yeah,
Okay.
please.
I tell her the direction.
Yes.
That clocks. I don't know, it might not be Irene's place, but it's too close for comfort.
I'm going, and I'm going.
All right. So you take off running. The rest of you.
I follow
I guess we should follow her.
as fast as I can.
All right.
Jack, what? Oh, wait.
I will call out, Lady Mistwater, we must be off. There seems to be a fire in the town. I shall call upon you one of these days.
Please feed Kinga once every 2 days or so. Don't let her die, but please don't make sure she doesn't escape. I'm also going.
All right. As you all kind of, are you also?
Yeah.
Yeah. Start
Leaving a dead body there.
No, it's
running through the town.
She'll clean it up.
She's got invisible servants. They'll clean it up.
Yeah. Jack outpaces you all to quite a degree. Well, apart from you, Glenda, you immediately kind of catch up with her. She had a head start because you were up on the roof.
Yes.
But you weren't up on the roof for long.
No.
Yeah. You quickly run up. Miko is like bounding along behind as well, very concerned. And as you're running, the city has started to kind of come alive in the morning. There's the morning traffic, vendors are out. You start having to dodge around people as you're
running
going.
out in the open like this.
I'm just following
Yeah.
as much as I can. I'm still
Your
I
face
don't-
is on a million wanted
Yeah, I know.
posters.
But I'm still like frustrated
I
from
have
the
taken-
murder that happened.
I would have taken a route that I know that's
Would you have, or would you have gone as directly as you could?
as fast as I could. So
Yeah.
if that included little,
Yeah.
I don't know what is the fastest route. Main road?
So it definitely would have included some side routes and back alleys and stuff, but there would have been
Lots
crossing
of-
main roads and stuff
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, I'm just going
Yeah.
the quickest.
Legacy, as you're going, you become aware of people every now and again. Wait, isn't that the murder lawyer? The murderer lawyer? The lawyer who's a murderer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's some gold. And there's like, and then Paladin laughed and it's like, oh yeah, there's a Paladin. Huh? Oh, that looks good. Yeah, justice is coming for him. I like that. I like that. And Thrastock, you feel like kind of like behind you, more people kind of like sort of like running along behind you, and just going like, yeah, let's get him. Yeah, yeah. Oh, we're gonna see some justice happening. As you dodge,
Thanks a lot.
running up and down, Makhanda at the back.
How far is Iggy from me?
Iggy's you're probably quite close together.
I'm
Okay.
not the fastest.
Just while we're running, I just want to shuffle up alongside Iggy. Listen, Iggy, this might be a bad time because I don't know where this adventure is going to be leading us now. But I just wanted to let you know, I might have a way to speak to your mother.
What?
What?
Yeah, your mother's corpse. If you wanted to.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Roll dexterity.
Now that you're running away from it.
The dexterity save.
Yeah.
12.
12. You trip over like a small humanoid creature who's like, "Hey, I'm walking here." And as this news kind of like throws you off your game, and you're like, "Oh, back to running."
Sorry.
And with that, you're running around the corners, dashing around, and finally, you see the entrance to Irene's place. The little door in the wall, and there's a column of smoke coming up from it. There's flickers of flames in the upper windows. You can see that some of the neighbors have formed bucket chains, but they've given up on that building and are just now wetting down the neighboring houses to try and stop it from spreading. What do you want to do, Jack?
So, can I, in a moment of panic, can I conjure some animals?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Send to the fire.
No, I want like a pelican.
Okay.
They can put water in its mouth.
So
Or-
you want some low? Okay. So
I want low power, full power,
okay.
many.
Yeah, many. You want as many animals as you can.
Correct.
Okay, and you're trying to summon seabirds with
Well, anything that can-
water-bearing capacity.
Water-bearing seabirds.
Like Finding Nemo
elephant.
pelican vibe.
But elephant is
Big.
too big,
Yeah. Okay.
and I need fast because an elephant's gonna have to go to the sea and then snort it up and then come.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So, do you roll a d10 or is it?
I don't think I roll. I think I just do it.
Okay.
Just says
Yeah.
you summon. Yeah.
Okay. You pull together like your powers, and you're desperate. Like, oh, what can do? What can help? And you hear kind of the voice of your family. Of the Moonshay people saying, okay, we can help.
Come help me, please.
And-
Help me. I need help.
And they kind of flow out of you for the first time and take the form of these pelicans. So you have these 10 pelicans suddenly like surrounding you, looking up at you, and one of them says with the voice of your cousin, okay, we got this. Okay, we're going to the sea. Let's go! And they all take off and start like circling around and then off to the sea.
And then I'm gonna run in.
Okay.
How many level 3 spells can I cast?
3, I
Cool.
believe.
In that case, I would like to do a create food and water, but just creating water. So I can make 30 gallons of water.
30 gallons of water.
It's quite a lot of water. It's a lot of water.
Okay.
Okay, cool. But first I would assemble people to... I need buckets, stack buckets, empty buckets in front of me, and they stack the
Does
buckets.
it say anything about where you can summon it?
Yeah, summon it on the fire.
45 enough to sustain 15 humanoids. The food is no. It just said my range is 30 feet.
So if you want, you can summon it 30 feet up in the air, kind of above and just...
Ooh, fabulous. Okay, I do. Forget the buckets. I have a better idea. Yeah.
All right, Jack, you put your shoulder down, charge, bust through the door. You can see all the greenery, the brambles, the vines of her place crumpling down, charring and browning. and you hear someone shouting for help up on one of the upper floors. You duck in through the kitchen. You're gonna look for them.
Yeah, I'm looking for, and I'm gonna shout out.
All right.
Irene!
Okay, so there's no Irene immediately around you. You hear the voice of someone. You can't quite tell if it's Irene. It's a female voice. But as you head up to the next floor up, and you hear suddenly like water falling down, immediately things steaming, clouds, but like there's a lot of flame, and it's already very, very advanced as you are struggling through to search for this person. Roll a perception check.
Okay. Oh gosh, it's not great. Perception. 14.
14. The smoke is stinging your eyes, the crackle of the fire and things collapsing, suddenly disorientating. It's only because you know this place very well that you have any kind of
Idea.
sense of bearing of where things are.
Okay.
You manage to find a door and you hear that voice again, help! But it seems that the door has been blocked by a falling beam.
God, I'm not very strong. What can I cast a spell to
All right,
open
while
this?
Jack is deciding what to do, what are the rest of you doing? You've all arrived with Makhanda. Thrastock,
Run into the building.
you're running into the building.
Yep.
Pretty immediately, you can kind of see where Jack is and follow her up to the door. Help her to be able to help her with the door if you would like. Legacy,
Cool.
what are you doing?
I'm looking around for any kind of water source, any sort of well, anything nearby. Is anything
People have kind of formed like bucket chains, but most of them have given up on that building. And you'd have to persuade them to kind of keep fighting for that building if you wanted to. But
Are there
otherwise,
other buildings on fire as well? Are there other buildings on fire?
they're trying to stop it spreading from the other to the
okay.
other buildings. Yeah. Legacy, you also notice that there some watch people have arrived.
Okay, so is there like an alleyway nearby that I can kind of sneak back, just slightly back into?
Yes. Yes.
Like
disguise
into the
yourself?
shadow? I don't have disguise self. But then I do cast Unseen Servant to start.
With the bucket. And
start.
come full circle.
And I just commanded to start grabbing buckets and start throwing buckets into the burning building.
Yeah, someone is like reaches down for a bucket and suddenly like the bucket is throwing itself on the water and he's like, oh, that's a weird thing that I I'll lay off the sauce.
That's the only thing I can do.
Okay, so and you're keeping an eye on the watch outside.
Yeah.
And they're generally seen to be going, stay back, all right, just let this one burn out, all right, you over there, throw those buckets. Yeah, I know you're already doing it, but anyway, just do what I say, I'm in charge here. All right, Makhanda, you summoned water up there. Glenda.
I am finding any children that were clearly living in there that are. I'm just finding them and comforting them and making sure that they're clean
Okay.
and breathing and just making a little creche.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's
And
nice. Looking
just
for the
emotionally
survivors, kind of
supporting them
joining
on
in.
the side. Yeah.
All right, Iggy.
Iggy is going to slink into the shadows and try and check out like the perimeter to see if there's anyone standing by, watching, trying to sneak out of this building. The cause of this clear arson must be nearby, and I want to look around.
Okay. So roll an insight check.
Insight.
Yeah. Because this is not about finding someone who is hidden. This is about finding someone who is suspicious.
That's a 5.
A 5.
Yeah.
My.
There are a lot of people who are just gawking. Some people who are helping, but and there are a couple of Gutterkin around. Some of them in groups and one standing by themselves.
I sidle up to the one standing by themselves, and I go, "What happened here?"
Nothing.
What do you mean nothing?
Nothing happened.
There's a big fire in the
Oh
building.
yeah, the fire. I mean, I thought you were asking about something that's not obvious, because
But how did that happen?
What do you mean? How did it happen?
The fire.
You know how fire works.
How did it start?
What do you mean? How did it start?
Who started it?
I don't know who started it.
What do you know about this
I
fire?
don't know anything about this fire. I'm here, same as you, just standing here looking at the fire.
You were inside when the fire started?
No, I wasn't. Who said that? I didn't say that.
Sherlock Holmes.
Listen.
He's like, okay, come over here. And he hustles you just down to the side. And he leans in close.
Sneak attack.
And you take
And he stabs you in the gut.
Yeah.
And you take 6 damage as he stabs you in the stomach.
Oh.
He's like, maybe don't ask so many questions, okay?
Oh, damn.
Okay.
All right, roll your initiative.
Okay. Ooh, very low. 6.
Okay, 6.
Sorry, 7.
All right, yeah. He goes first. Glenda, roll perception. Okay, Makhanda, roll perception.
Oh, 9.
9. Okay.
You're dying alone.
Okay, you're all very concerned with the fire and what's going on in
Am
there.
I not within earshot at all of what's going on?
Oh yeah, you slunk down the alley.
I'm quietly in the
roll a luck check to see if this is the same alley.
D20?
If you get above 15, you are in the same alley. If you get above 10, you can see the alley from where you are.
16, baby.
16. So you see suddenly Iggy turns down the alley with this other Guttikin who you recognize as Jaggy Muckrak.
That's the guy who I had the knife fight with.
Yes. And he leans in close and suddenly stabs Iggy. Roll your initiative.
11.
11. Okay. So Jaggy's going to go first, and he's going to have another attack on you.
Go for it.
As he pulls back, and this time you're on it, and you manage to kind of just elbow it out the way as he pushes blade to one side. All right. Legacy.
I cast Hold Person on the...
Jaggy.
Okay. Does 13 pass?
What am I matching it against?
It's your spell's DC.
No.
What is your spell DC?
Wait, my spell DC, where is it? I had it here a second ago.
It's here.
It should be probably something like 14 or...
It should be 13 or 14 at this point.
Wait, it's...
Isn't it that?
Yeah, 15 is my...
15. Good. All right. Iggy, suddenly Jaggy just freezes up. Do you want to move closer? Do you want to make any other...
Yeah,
bonus action?
I want to get within touching distance of Iggy.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's my...
I look behind.
Iggy, are you okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
What? How did
This B-word stabbed me.
Yeah, I saw that. What is going on?
I was asking him what happened here. He looks like a gutterkin.
Yeah, it's true.
All right, up at the door.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just trying to, because I'm panicked, I'm not casting anything, I'm just ramming myself into the door.
Okay, roll a strength check.
Oh, 6.
6. It's just not budging. Immediately, Thrastock, you show up. You
Yeah,
wanna-
I'll hurry up next to her. I want to look at the door and see, is it wedged in or out, if you know what I mean. Just pause for a fraction of a second, just assess.
Okay.
Why the door's not opening.
It opens towards you, and there's a beam crossing the top corner.
Oh, this on this side
Yeah,
of the door.
on the
Okay,
side of the door.
this beam looks like the problem, I say. And I try and shove the beam out of the way.
Okay, cool. Make yours with advantage because you have
With
Jag.
advantage. I'll roll. Ooh, even better. I rolled an 18 and a 19.
Oh,
23.
You just launch this thing away.
oh my
And
gosh, Thrastock.
the door swings open, and Irene is in the room. But you can see that she has been hurt quite badly and is bleeding.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to her. Irene,
Jack,
what happened?
Jaggy. It was Jaggy Muckrak.
Oh my god. I'm gonna just take out my balm of moonshade and I'm just gonna rub it on any wound that I can see. Or
Yeah, you feel like the face spirit channel through you, and immediately her wound kind of knits together, and her breathing becomes a little bit easier. It's like, oh, Jack.
We should leave.
can you
Yes.
can you pick her up? Can you pick her up,
Yes,
Thrastock?
I'll pick her up.
Yeah.
And start hauling her out.
Light
Is
as a
there anyone
bird.
else in here?
No, I don't know. Everyone got out. I was kind of jammed in here. I think everyone else got out.
Is there anything I need to get?
No. And you hear like a crack and a rumble as an important theme somewhere in this building collapses. All right, you're gonna have to make a successful athletics check to navigate your way through this as the beams fall. 12. 12. All right.
This is so bad. 1.
Oh!
All right, Thrastock, you're carrying Irene just ahead, and you hear as you're going down the stairs. You're halfway down, and you hear a huge crack as the stairs behind you fall, and Jack stops like on the landing with just a plummeting depth below.
Jump out a window, I shout. You'll probably survive the fall.
Okay, I can try. Just get her out. That's the most important. Just go.
Jack!
Beeline out of the front door.
Okay.
going.
Is there a window or something?
Yeah, if you duck into one of the other rooms, there's definitely a window there.
Okay, I'm gonna just try. What floor am I on?
We're on the first floor.
Okay, I'm gonna just try jump out a window.
Okay. Make an acrobatics.
Oh
Get your
gosh.
pelicans to help you. Get your pelicans to help you.
They're on their way back from the ocean.
They need to just be. Can I contact? Can I?
I don't think you. I don't think you
No,
have.
I don't think I can. They're just doing their. They're doing their water
They're just
thing.
circling, dropping. These penguins dropping like billfuls of seawater.
I see, and all of your old friends see you at the window, and we're like emotionally supporting you.
Ooh. Oh. Okay, that rolled. 12.
12. Okay.
Great.
You throw yourself down. Fortunately, Glenda did manage to see you. Glenda, she's actually going to take a little bit of damage with this fall, unless you want to go and help her with your reaction and leap underneath her.
Leap underneath her to hold her, or
Catch her.
Grab her.
I'm very big.
Yeah.
And I'm
It would be
very
hilarious.
weak.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to
take
roll your
the
damage then.
I take the damage.
Yeah. Okay. You only take 3 damage
Okay, that's okay.
as you land. Turn an ankle. All right.
God, I'm
Meanwhile,
throwing
in the
everything
alley.
in space.
Yeah, lucky I have backup, and I'm really tempted to stab him back.
Whoa, Iggy.
No, you're right.
We need to figure out what the hell's going on first.
I take out rope and I start tying up this asshole who stabbed me, and I tie him up.
Okay.
Real nice.
Okay.
Who's this guy?
This is. I recognize him, right?
Yeah.
This is the Gattican that we had. Jack had issue with, like a couple of days ago.
And I just give him a big swift kick in the side. And he goes,
Okay, so he's tied up properly now, right?
Yep.
I release hold person.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is innocent until proven guilty, right? Okay, I know my rights. Yeah, this guy.
I watched you stab him.
My blood is
That's
on your
pretty guilty.
back.
Allegedly.
Jack is great.
I cast charm person on him.
so you have to roll.
So you have to roll.
With
Wisdom
advantage.
save.
Unfortunately, because he does have advantage in this, he does pass.
Ah, damn it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything.
Listen,
Nothing.
you have a couple
Until
of.
I have my lawyer.
I was your lawyer.
Attorney-client privilege.
Just listen.
This guy assaulted me.
I saw everything that happened.
I'm gonna stab him. Can I
I
stab him?
don't stab him.
See, he's threatening to do it again.
He don't stab him.
Threatening to do it.
I haven't done it
I'm
a
in
single
fear of
time.
my life. Protective custody.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Habeas corpus.
If you don't start telling me the truth right now, I'm just going to walk away and let him do whatever he wants to do to you.
Which is take you in.
You have 5 seconds. No, I think you should stab him, Iggy. If I leave, you stab him because he stabbed you.
What happened to you?
5, 4.
All right, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
What happened with that fire?
Oh, I don't know. Fire burns things.
Okay, Iggy, good luck. Cheers. Bye. And I start turning around.
No, okay. I started the fire.
Why?
What? I like to watch things burn.
Okay.
Talking cock. Tell the truth. And I pressed my very, very sharp dagger up against his neck and draw a bit of blood.
Let me tell you something about this guy. He was part of an execution this morning.
I was.
This clown.
I carried
This
it.
guy who runs around with like a lappy on his head.
Look at his hands. What do you see in his hands? You know where that blood's from? The head he carried into a cellar.
What the hell is going on with you?
Yeah, it's been a rough couple of days. I'm done playing around. If I leave you alone with this guy, it is going to be a very bad end for you.
This guy, I thought he was
crazy.
He was a joke.
If I will give you one last chance. Why did you start the fire?
This is a hit on her.
From who?
From the ring.
Why?
Because Jack and everyone was there with her.
Was there with her what?
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 Why was
What kind
Jack
of
was
question
there
is
with
that?
her?
Was there with why what?
Hey, stop your tomfoolery.
What kind of clown are you running with here?
Iggy, I think you need to go and find Jack.
Call me a clown one more time.
Iggy.
Clown.
I cut off his ear.
Ooh.
I'm making a collection of these.
That was my good ear.
Yeah, I also did warn you, but Iggy, come on.
Yeah, you should see me afterwards.
This
I'll
is a
make you
big
a necklace.
overreaction.
Maybe you should go find the others.
Yeah, maybe you'll listen next time.
How? I only got half a year.
Ah, you heard
It's
me that
opposite.
time.
It's opposite of what you should have done then. If you want me to listen, why are you cutting my ear? This clown's got no logic.
Yeah, he's crazy, like I warned you.
Super crazy.
So Iggy,
What?
go find the others.
No. He stabbed me. I'm going to want to. Okay.
You took his ear off. It's okay.
Yeah, my ear now.
All right, he starts running.
He starts running.
Tied up, isn't he?
He tied up his hands.
Oh, yeah. Well, I would say I would like tied him up like this.
Oh, he's running like that.
I jump on him and tackle him to the ground.
Now, why would you go do that?
I sit on him.
Assault! Assault! I'm being assaulted!
I cast hold person again.
He fails. But he's drawn the attention of people outside the alley. They like look down. They're like, hey, watch. There's some things going on down here.
I quickly cast disguise self, and I turn myself into the executed watchman.
Oh. Oh.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Just apprehending.
But I
asshole.
saw you had a different face just a moment ago.
Who?
You.
Oh, I'm a member of the watch.
One of the watch people like sidle up and they're like, what's going on here?
I'm just
Oh,
kind of,
Doll, how's it going?
I've
Hello?
kind of turned away. I'm kind of facing the wall so no one sees my face. I'm kind of just keeping it low.
I believe we have apprehended the cause of the arson. This gentleman right here is tied up. I caught him.
Oh. Okay. Cool. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Doll.
I think I should take him to the watch and process him.
Okay, cool. I'll come with you. Yeah.
No need for that. No need for that. His lawyer is right here. Mr. Lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've already organized
Yeah.
the lawyer.
Boys, yeah.
Oh shit, I forgot you were wanted now.
I'm trying to keep a low profile. Lawyers.
He immediately takes out his crossbow. Doll.
Yep. That's legacy. What?
It's legacy, Falcon.
That's legacy. And I pick up the held body of the guy.
Oh no.
And I go, I will get him, and I throw the body of Juggy Muckrak at the, you hold this! And I pretend to chase after Legacy. Go, Legacy, go!
We just run.
And we run away.
Genius. So fast.
You hear this like confusion and shenanigans go, like you hear like a crossbow go off, like hit the
There's so many other ways to go.
All right, Jack, you are with the rest of the team. Irene is there with Thrastock. Yeah.
Can I have seen now that there was a cry? Have I seen him?
Roll a perception check. And Makhanda as well, please.
12.
12.
That'll be 2 plus 3 is
Okay,
5.
Makhanda, you are just absorbed with Jack and Irene and just the zone of fire. But Glenda, notice the ruckus, someone calling from the watch kind of rolling over, and you realize that you haven't seen Legacy and Iggy.
I am going to sneakily run over there as part of the hubbub. And I see them running away, but I also see, would I have seen Iggy throw a tied up, bleeding-eared boy?
Yes, you would have just seen this kind of weird fracas. You wouldn't have seen Iggy. You would have seen the executed watch officer throw a gutterkin to another watch person and then take off running after Legacy.
And I would have seen Legacy.
Yeah, you would have seen Legacy disappearing down the alley as he runs with the watch officer running after him, who seems to be wearing Iggy's clothes and put on quite a bit of weight and lost a bit of height. Which I suppose makes sense if you decapitate.
Disguise self is an illusion. It's a full
How
illusion.
much does disguise self change?
It's like an illusion on the outside of you.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's full body.
It's full body, yeah.
Full body. Okay.
Okay, but I'm aware that this guy has died, so my assumption is that Iggy.
Because you've
Yeah,
seen
that's a
him do it
logical
before.
assumption for you to make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you went, when
But
he was
I think
Gib.
I'm actually, because also I know about Iggy's signature ear cutting move, so I am going to stick around the watch and just to make sure, to just see what happens to this kid, because I'm assuming that Legacy has had to run away because the watch is nearby, but that this is probably important, so I'm just...
Okay. Roll an insight check.
1.
Gosh,
Okay.
we're rolling very badly, all of us.
What would you like to do?
I don't want to do anything, I just want to
Keep an eye on them.
keep an eye and stick around and just tab, if they, in case they're going to release the kid, then I want to catch the kid. If they're going to take him away somewhere, I want to just be
Okay.
there.
So monitor the situation.
Yeah.
Jack, Makhanda, Thrastock. How are you?
How badly hurt is Irene still?
She looks now that she will definitely survive. She still is a little bit battered, but she's definitely going to make it.
Okay, I think you'll live. And hey, Jack's. Oh yeah, she's all right. She's right. See, I told you you'd survive the fall. All good.
Thanks.
You say Jaggy Muckrak did this? Say to Irene.
Yeah,
Jaggy.
Jaggy Muckrak.
Where is
the
he?
Gutterkin.
He wouldn't be far.
I better inform the watch.
No, Thrastock, don't do that.
They're in charge of law and order. They can find Jaggy Muckrak. Why do we even spend our time running around looking for him? Get extra eyes on the problem.
Well, we also don't know if we can trust the watch.
Also,
Aren't they
why
corrupt?
did Jaggy set fire to this?
True, the watch are corrupt.
He also tried to kill me.
Yeah, they very well might be working together.
I think we need to get
That's a very
out
good
of
point.
I don't know, we need to get it undercover.
Fair point. Let's find the others, perhaps. Everyone else seems
That's
to
a
have
good point.
disappeared.
Also, how are my pelicans doing?
Do you have somewhere to stay?
They're circling
Irene?
and dropping water as best they can. It's not
Okay.
very effective, but they're doing their part.
I feel proud.
Very effective.
It's the first time I've done it.
Irene, do you have somewhere to stay?
Oh yes, I've definitely got a network of people I can trust. I'm going to have to definitely lay low, I think.
Where can we take you?
Love, I think I'll be able to find my way. Don't
No,
worry.
we're not leaving you.
Yes, Jaggy Muckrak might come back and try and kill you.
Also, did Pycrust come here?
Pycross, yes. I'll send him on his way. I don't want him hiding out here. I don't know if I could trust him yet.
Do you know why you were attacked?
No. I can only imagine it has something to do with all this stuff with the obsidian ring that's been going on. Maybe
I
they
think
knew
they-
that we'd been working together.
I think the Obsidian Ring knows more about us than we think they do.
I think so as well.
That's what Jaggy said to me. He said that they're following us and they're watching us.
Yeah.
Well, we'd better link up with the others and get off the street. Let's get Irene to somewhere. Let's find the others, get Irene somewhere safe.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Do I see Jaggy at this?
At this point, because the watch is probably something that you're all looking out for, You can see that a constable has kind of pulled out a gutterkin, and then you see blood pouring down the one side of its face, but it is definitely Jaggy Muckrak. Some of the other watchmen are busy ringing bells and blowing whistles. 2 have taken off down the alley. Another one has joined the group with Jaggy and seem to be kind of like muttering about what to do with him.
How many of them are with Jaggy?
2.
How many are around in general?
Other than that, they're probably two chasing after Legacy, 2 with Jaggy, and 2 more milling around, being bossy.
I don't know. I'm so mad at Jaggy. I want to do something to him.
Can I try to command? I think I can do it to more than one creature. It says here 1+1 SL creature.
Okay, that means for every spell level above the beginning, you can add another person to command.
So I can definitely do 2 at this point.
Yes.
If you use a high level slot, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a one-word command, I think.
1-word command, yeah. So I will command them. Let me just see what I have to do here. I will command them to flee. The 2 watchmen.
All right. Okay, that's one definite fail, and the other one is a 13. What's your...
Wisdom saving throw.
That would be your
command.
Your
Spell
spell
save
DC.
Oh, spell DC is 13. Ooh. Yeah, 13.
13.
Is that
so-
on the?
Is that the
Is
new
that
one
your
or
level
old
up?
The new one should be higher.
Don't think it changed. Oh, okay.
does,
well,
it
if
does.
it is.
Check your new
If it
printed
was
sheet.
13, it should be 14 now.
Oh, okay. Oh, then in that case, it is 14. Fabulous.
That's lucky.
Very lucky, very
Very-
lucky. Because if it had just been 13, he would have passed. As it is, both of them fail. And they immediately get this like weird look on their face, look at each other, and just start running.
The second they do, I sidle in, I grab one of my knitted socks, I shove it into this boy's mouth and grab him by the arm and start sidling him back to the others.
Okay, great. You bundle him. He's kind of like fighting you, but you just do. How would you control your boys?
Well, usually I'd hold them by the ear.
He has another
He
one.
does have another one. I mean, he's got a sock in his mouth that I actually have because I'm so fast. I've like doused it with alcohol, so he's he can't. Yeah, he can't scream. You know, like he's he's just
It's like,
yeah. And his arm's already tied behind his back, so I've got him, and I am. Yeah, I guess I can hold his other ear, and he's just
and just drag him along. Okay, you
dragging him along.
drag him to them.
Yep, dragging him
Right.
to you.
Okay, well we'll be.
I look around at the crowd of people.
They're all kind of like
And I look at
mostly
her.
concerned with the fire.
Okay.
We should get off the streets.
Yeah, I'm there. Guys, I've got this kid. I think he's important. I saw Legacy and Iggy in disguise running down this alley. There's 2 people chasing them. We need to get this kid out of the way. We need to get out of sight. We need to go help them.
Okay.
Can
All
you
right.
disguise us?
I can cast Hidden Step.
Possible out of trace.
Bust your move
Impossible
like
out of
that. Meanwhile, Legacy.
Yeah.
Roll an athletics check.
Because it's me and another watchman chasing him.
Yeah.
Well,
No, 2 watchmen.
Oh, behind us both.
Yeah.
Okay.
11.
11. Iggy, roll your athletics check.
Ooh, 8.
8.
8.
All right.
We're gonna have to fight these guys.
Which guys? No one.
The guy's chasing me.
Oh, is there someone?
Okay.
Yeah, there's 2 guards chasing
You
them.
are about a block away, Iggy, when the 2 constables catch up to you, and they're just like, "Hey, Dor,
Yeah.
what happened with Kinga and the arrest yesterday? Where have you been?
Kinga is handling it.
All right, let's get this guy."
Yeah, let's
and
get him.
Those 2 just like pace it past you.
Are we running down like a series of alleys? Or?
Yeah. Pursuing like after Legacy. Legacy, what's your strategy? Are you just outrunning them? Or are you trying to hide? What are you doing?
I'm not very good at hiding. I'm trying to head to my little apartment, which I
Okay.
think I can lie low in. But I think I'm realizing that I'm not going to be able to outrun these guys.
You glance back over your shoulder and you see that they've already like passed Iggy,
Right.
and they're catching up to you.
So
I use Mage Hand to try and knock over a bin ahead of them, and to try and knock it out in their path.
Okay. Okay. Roll your roll a spell attack on a barrel. On a barrel.
Spell attack on a barrel.
Ooh, 22.
22. Okay, cool. You knock the peg off a cart of apples, and all the apples just go. One of them slips on the apples. Whoa, apples! Apples everywhere. The other was like, just Terminator running after you.
okay, I stop and I cast Dissonant Whispers on the guy that's still running.
All right.
Wow.
With the 2, he very much fails.
Yes.
He's just like, his face goes from like, dun 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 dun, to like, as he like realizes he's gonna like catch up to you, you know, pulls his like club out, raising it over to like chonk you, and then, what do you say?
I say, maybe you don't know everything there is to know about the situation.
You don't know everything about the situation.
They've lied to you.
They've lied to you. They've lied to you. It's all lies.
And
He takes 12 damage,
12 damage. Okay.
and he hightails it as far away from me as he possibly can go.
Yeah.
With his reaction.
He kind of skids on the apples, falls, stares up at you in like horror, his club forgotten, and just turns, scrambles through the apples, runs past his like buddy and like past Iggy, and Iggy manages to catch up to you at this point.
His ears were bleeding. Let's go.
Gosh,
And
it
with
really
that,
is.
with the sound of whistles and yells behind you, you disappear onto the streets of Samat, hoping to catch up with the rest of the party as soon as you can. But we're going to have to save that for next episode, because we're going to end the session here.
Tense.
Please like and subscribe, share, do all the kind of things. Check out our social medias and stuff, and all that jazz.
Don't cut off anyone's ears
Don't
Do
cut off
not
people's
do
until
ears.
we come back. Just first ask us, and don't execute anyone without asking other people.
I thought we discussed that.
We discussed it.
You disgusted.
All right, and on this murderous episode, we're going to say goodbye.
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 Thank you to Zootee Studios, thank you to Special Effects Media South Africa, and thank you to the National Arts Council of South Africa for making this possible. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.